Alright, let's see if that works. I think we're live. Nope. Yep. Maybe. Yes. Yes, we are. Hello. There's my beautiful cardigan face. Alright, how do we get chat? Separate window. Pop out chat. That's what I want to do here. Boom. Boom. Okay. I think we are Gucci. Kids say. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We are packing more stuff, because that's all we do apparently. It's the easiest content ever. Like, I just stand here and work, and you guys ask questions. Listening to 90s emo pop music today. Sorry, 90s kid emo pop music. So I'm 30. So stuff I listened to in high school when I was a rebel. Some My Chemical Romance, a little bit of Panic at the Disco. It's gonna be good stuff. We need a few boxes. And yeah, some business cards. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. This is a wide angle lens, my god. Okay, excellent. Got a good angle here today, guys. Bubble wrap, we're just moving the whole operation right here. Really glad I spent $1,000 on the packing tables. Let's see, let's prevent this sucker from falling asleep. I'm so unprepared today. How do you... Okay, we're Gucci. We're gonna start with Herman. Herman from, where are you from? Herman from San Fran. Alright, we got 3 shiny treasure booster boxes for Herman. Excellent. I cannot see. Oh my goodness. Let's my little, I got a really good laptop stand. It's just called Bulk Shiny Treasures. Let's move this all close to my blind eyes. There we go. There we go with that. Carter Cards, hello. Steven Maresta. Good evening, glad to be here. Good evening. Got Brokemon for Pokemon. God, I love that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Again, we're just keeping it casual here, y'all. It's just a little packing sesh. As we've been doing, we've been keeping it pretty chill. Flame Trainer, Trace. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking at the screen when I should be looking at you, but I need I need to mount something where I can see chat from in front of me, so I don't look like such an awkward clown. What are you gonna do? Alright. Let me know if you guys can hear the music okay. I can hear it. I think it sounds great, but you're a little closer to the music source, so let me know how it sounds on your end. Carter Cards, I got a question. How do you stay in business when there are people selling boxes cheaper than you? Why can't people just buy cases from Japan? So that's a good question. Number one, to get Japanese products, like normal people that aren't business owners, yeah, you can definitely find them for probably cheaper in Japan. Usually where people get hit is the shipping. Because, like, I think shiny treasures in Japan you can buy for, like, I don't know, $70, maybe $65. But you're going to pay, like, $20 to ship it here, typically. So, even if you do save $5 or $10, a lot of people would rather just have quicker shipping and buy from someone that they might trust more. But, yeah, I mean, you can go to, I don't know, I don't know where you'd really go, because, like, Plaza Japan... That used to be kind of the go-to place, plazajapan.com. That's where I bought my stuff, back in the day before I started a business. And it's a really trustworthy website. They do great work, from what I can tell, but they rose the prices to higher than mine. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if you look hard enough, you could find better deals directly from Japan compared to my store. I don't know why people don't do it. I don't know why I'm in business. It's a really good question. What else do we got? Steven, just signed up for your website. Thanks for the ad. Hey, thank you. Got Cactus Card Shop. Just want to thank you for your content, helping me out. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Big fan. Thank you for your candid content. That's what I'm all about. Thank you. A guy who cooks. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate you being here. We need to get a special box for Chris here. Stand by. Okay, special box for Chris, and then he also got 2 shiny treasures. I got a whole pile of shiny treasures just chilling right here. Okay, some bubble wrap going. I'm getting better at this kind of ghetto setup I've got, but at some point I think I'm going to set up like an actual studio for these Q&A shipping events. But I'm going to be doing them a lot. This is my new thing I decided. Why pack alone when you can pack with friends? Speaking of friends, Evie is coming down with a sloth. Let's see how annoying she can be today. Yeah, I'm talking to you, little miss. She's so needy. So needy. I do have a question. Cactus Card Shop. How much money you started with your business? So we didn't start with a lot of money, honestly. That dog is going to be so needy. Okay, that's fine. Box. Yeah, we really didn't start out with a ton of money. You really don't need to, in all honesty. Dude, multitasking is so hard. Hold up. Stand by. Stand by. What did I do with these? Are what I need. You just need credit. You need like the ability to have money, which credit cards. So we started with these Grand Prix Charizard cards. They were just promo cards from Japan. I could get them for like 15 bucks. I sold them here for like 25. And if you're wondering, Brian, how'd you get them for 15 bucks? I just bought them in bulk. So for that, I needed like $1,000 or something. But ultimately, what like blew us up was when Shiny Star V, kind of the original Shiny Treasures, when that set came out, it was like a guaranteed sale. So I just basically put pre-orders up on my site. I was like, hey, give me money, pre-order the set, and then you'll get Shiny Star V when it comes out. And that's what I did. I just collected everyone's money first, and then I bought from Japan second. Risky business model, but it worked. So it just depends on how you leverage money. You really don't need a lot of capital. If you have a credit card, say you spend $1,000 on your credit card for inventory, you've got 30 days to pay that back for free, no interest. So don't get too caught up on capital, because as long as you're smart with it, it doesn't really matter too much. Just make sure you have enough cash to pay your credit card back if like something hits the fan, if you know what I'm saying. Wife and I want to go on a business going, love your content, we love how raw you get, keep it going. Thank you. Try to be raw here. How would you get customers? I know you said social media, but how do you make the videos entertaining so people... how do you make the videos more entertaining so people watch them? That's a good question. I found that whenever I tried too hard to be entertaining, they usually flopped. It seemed like every video I made, the ones that I thought would go viral never did. And I don't know if that's advice that I don't know if that's even advice, but I found that the best content was stuff I just kind of did naturally. So that big video we had of me just packing orders with like text on top, it was just me narrating. It has 200,000 views now, which is nuts. Like that video, I thought that would get like 1,000 views. Like I was like, I'm bored, I'll make a little narration video, call it, and then it blows up. And I've tried to recapture that energy over and over again, and it never came back. So the ones that do pretty well on my channel, I'm talking, 3 to 10,000 viewers, just being real. Like, don't look at, these PokeTuber channels and try to, like, emulate their energy. Like, PokeRip, you can tell if you can tell if someone's fake really easily. Like, just look at your habits when you're watching YouTube videos. You know if something's cringe. So I don't know. I don't have an answer, because if I actually knew, I'd be famous. So I don't really have an answer. But you gotta do your own thing. That's the only thing I can give you. I've tried copying the other PokeTubers and it don't work. It don't work. Brian, I love your content. Do you know anything about trademarks as far as putting something Pokemon related as your business logo? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, if you stay small, it really doesn't matter. Like, they're not gonna come after. They're probably not gonna come after you if you have like a few $1,000s a month in sales or something. But it's probably better to just be kind of future-proofed, like from the get-go, because you're not really supposed to do that. Pokemon doesn't want. They don't want customers to think you're like an official source. So they will absolutely get you in trouble for that. I sell merch with like, obviously like an artist draws them, but I sell merch with Pokemon on them. And technically that's against copyright. Like, technically I shouldn't be doing that, but in my opinion, I'm too much of a small fry for them to care. There's a lot of really big artists on like Etsy and whatnot doing the same thing, and they're actually making a lot of money on it. So I'm not even following my own advice, but I certainly wouldn't make it like your logo. You know, if you want to make some merch, risk it for the biscuit like I am, great. Don't make it your logo. So you're saying to start a Pokemon business, sell singles first and build off that. That's what I did, Carter. But it wasn't like a strategy. It was just like, oh, I see singles. These particular. I sold on eBay my whole life. Like, if I see something that sells, I buy it and I sell it. I've always been a Pokemon fan, but I never intended to make it a business. I thought this would just be another flip. Like, at no point did I wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna sell Pokemon cards. Like, that never happened. That was never a thing. I literally, like, a month before the first Pokemon card, the Charizard, I sold Beats by Dre earbuds that I got at Walmart on clearance for like $30. It was insane. And a couple months prior to that, I was selling men's, like adult men's diapers. Not even kidding. And a few months prior to that, there was a really good deal on iPhones, like unlocked iPhones at Nebraska Furniture Mart. So I flipped those. Like, this whole Pokemon thing, it was an accident. Like, at no point did I think, oh, this is going to be a career. So, you can start with whatever you want. Don't look at me like I'm this genius, because, like, it was all an accident anyway. Worked out, but Bob Ross says it best. Happy little accidents. Alright, I need to get back to chat. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Are you able to print out packing? Yeah, the Rolo printer, Schlatt Central, you can absolutely print packing slips. I don't do it personally, but that's a thing you can do. I think it's a waste of a label, to be honest. They're expensive. They add up a lot. Rolo's good, Emma. The real you is just great. Goes a long way. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if I'm great, but it's been working for me. But that's the thing. I'm really not a great person. I'm not that smart. I'm not incredibly talented or friendly. I'm actually quite introverted. But I don't really try in my videos. Going back to the question that other dude had, I don't try in my videos at all. Like, look at that. You think I cleaned up in here? No. I'm playing fetch. It looks like I'm not even wearing shoes. Like, nothing I do is effort. And I think that's why, so far, the YouTube thing's been successful. And the content creation, which thus leads to the business. Because I just don't care. So if you guys are, again, to go back to that question, if you guys are trying too hard, just stop. Just stop trying too hard. The only thing you need to be trying at is being honest and not ripping people off, and then being consistent. If you find something that kind of works, just do that. a lot, like a ton. Like these live streams, they kind of worked for me a couple weeks ago, so now I do them way too much. And it's still working. So just find something that works and just overdo it. What else do we got? Unrelated, but I already enjoyed your content. Thanks, well, truly. MCR, hey, June does stuff, right? It's a good playlist. Spotify always delivers, man, for real. What printer do you use? It's just a Rollo, it's all connected. Just a Rollo label printer. I think it was like $130 on Amazon. It has like 4.7 stars. There's probably not very many varieties, so like you could find it. But Amazon Rollo printer, you know what? It's in my, on a lot of my videos I have like it in the description. There's like an Amazon affiliate link. Click on that, I get like 1% of the sales. Give me that internet paper. What else do we got? Today is day 5 of my business. Sold 3K so far. Damn. What? 3K? Jeez. Brandon killing it. One piece boxes aren't moving. Should I fire sell to stay liquid? Initial investment in CC was 6,400. Yeah, I mean that's the question, isn't it? Do you fire sell to stay liquid? Once you get to a point where you have capital, I think fire selling is done. Like, I don't fire sell anything now because like I have enough cash laying around. But that is how I got big. Is I fire sold a lot of stuff because I was kind of forced to take on inventory with Southern Hobby, and because of that, I always had a surplus of stuff I did not want or I could not sell. So yeah, I fire sold it. I fire sold Fusion Strike, guys. That sucks because now it's like 120, 130 bucks a box, something like that. And do I regret it? No, because I needed to fire sell it. I needed the cash. You need working capital. If you've only got a couple $1,000s laying around and you've got $1,000 tied up in something that's not moving, yeah, fire sell it. Use that money for something. Okay, hold up. Fire sell it when you know you have a better alternative. Don't just freak out. Like if you have the ability to buy shiny treasures at a good price where you can make money, and the only thing holding you back is you have all this money in one piece, fire sell it. But definitely wait until you have something better in mind. I don't think there's anything wrong with fire selling, as long as you're doing it intelligently. Business question of the year: what's your favorite food? La Casa Pizza, Omaha, Nebraska. If you know, you know. It's like this little rectangular. It's a very niche thing in Omaha here. We have Runza and we have La Casa. So a very specific niche pizza place. And Oreos. Goddamn, I love Oreos. Double stuffed. Good questions. Do you think you will get more Paldean Fates? Yes, I absolutely do think that. I was very conservative in how many I uploaded on the sites. I will certainly have more. I don't have my allocation numbers yet, officially, so I was like, well, I'll probably get 200. So I put 200 up. But in reality, I'll probably get 800. But I don't want to, like, I don't know yet, so I'm not going to try to oversell. But yeah, I'll send out an email to everybody. I'll warn YouTubers first, and we'll get that going once the allocation numbers start. I'll be right back. I got to grab 3 things. Well, that sucks. Guess we're just skipping that one. What's up, Evie? What's going on with you? Alright, never mind, we're skipping that one. Sorry, Axel. To get to you a little bit later. We got Chase. Chase got 3 shiny treasures. Been selling singles on TCG. Mew, that's what's up. I've never sold anything on TCG Republic or TCG Player, either one. Which is kind of weird, because I feel like that's how most people in this industry start. Never did it. Used to sell on eBay, like I said all the time. That was kind of my, eBay was kind of my bread and butter back in the high school, college days. Everyone asked if I'm going to sell singles eventually, and I'm like, no. It just looks confusing. Like, it just, there's so much to manage. There's so much variety of singles. This has a barcode. Easy. Barcoded stuff's easy. There's no conditions to worry about either. Antonio, what's up? Hello, peace. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. We're just listening to like MCR and packing orders right now. Shiny treasures for the most part, but we got a little bit of everything. And like any typical stream, or video for that matter, Evie decides it's time to play as soon as I'm busy. Here's a cute dog though, so I forgive her. Forgivable. Persance, one of the two. Thanks for making the content you do. It's inspired me to focus on my own business. So far I'm just breaking even. But yo, thank you. I appreciate you watching. Yeah, I mean, breaking even's good. As long as you're not losing money, like, break even until you start turning a profit. Like, that is a better place to start than many businesses. I think we in the resale industry need to appreciate that for the most part, unless you're in a brick and mortar, but if you're an online retail business, for the most part, you're pretty much profitable, or at least breaking even from the start. Not a lot of like upfront infrastructure. Like imagine the people that want to start like their own gym, like their own gym business. They have to buy all the equipment, rent the space, and if they suck at it, they just lose all their money. So breaking even's fine. Good for you. Fire selling. So fire selling, that just means basically you buy the stuff from your distributor, because if you have a distributor, stuff's kind of forced upon you more or less. Like they'll go, hey, you want Paldean Fates? Great, we bundle that with these Fusion Strike ETBs. So every like 2 cases of Fusion Strike ETBs, you get 1 case of Paldean Fates Mini Tins. That's kind of how it works. So essentially they stick you with like ETBs you don't want, and it's really up to you as a business to either 1, hold them until they hopefully go up in value. Number 2, sell them at a price where you're profitable, but you're probably not going to sell any because people can buy it on TCG Player for like $20 less. Or number 3, fire sell it, which means you sell it as fast as possible for at cost or even a little bit under cost, just to get your capital back and throw it back in the machine. It's a strategy that you might need to use depending on where you're at in business. Like I was saying, I'm past that now, but it took me years to get past that. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty cool, but like after 3 years, it's not that impressive. I need to grab a UPC. I don't know if I have any of those. No. Okay. UPC, we'll do that order later. Sorry, Chris. Let's see what we got here. We got a Shiny Treasures box. Just 1. That's an easy order. Loving these easy orders. 1 box. Keep it simple. I don't know if you guys have Shiny Treasures yourselves, but let me know if you like the set. Seems like a lot of people are digging it. Very popular set from what I can tell. Gem Collectibles. Wakasa on Leavenworth is awesome. Hey, that's what's up. You already know. I'm an 84th and Grover guy myself. The Leavenworth one, I think the onion rings are a little soggy. If I'm being real. Pizza's great. We get the toasted wraps at the Leavenworth location, but we don't mess with the onion rings at Leavenworth. There's something about them. Paldean Fates, Charizard. Yeah, all the Paldean Fates stuff, they're not actually out of stock, Alberto. I will be getting more listed. Dude, what is with my computer? There we go. I'll be getting more Shiny Treasures listed. I'm just kind of being liberal in how many I have available because the distros don't really tell us for a little bit. So just being liberal. I don't want to oversell them because that sucks. I hear a lot of horror stories about card stores like mine who like just put 1,000 of them on the website, and then they find out from their distro, oh, you know what? You're only gonna get 500. A lot of people get pissed off. Can't be doing that. How do you go about getting rid of commons, uncommons, and rares? The TCG player stuff, like the commons, uncommons, rares, that's exactly why I don't mess with singles, because I have no idea. Like, maybe someone here can help you out, but like the cards that are worth like 0.001 pennies, I don't know what the hell people do with them. I used to do rip and ships all the time, so I always had bulk, and I just gave it away to like people's orders. The whole TCG player thing, it's beyond me, so I am of no help in that department. Stand by. Now this person, so UPC promo card sets, pretty cool. $20, not a bad deal. 34011. Thank you, Joshua. I spent $60 and it's been like 10 days, 0 sales. Gotta make content, man. You gotta throw out that content. If you're not going viral, that's okay. None of my videos have a lot of views. Okay, one of my videos is really good. But if you look at my channel, most of my videos kind of suck. It's just, you build an audience, a loyal audience of like 10 people, invaluable. You cannot just, no matter how pretty your website is, you can't just build a website nowadays and think people are going to buy from you, because they can buy from me, they can buy from one of my competitors, they can buy from Plaza Japan or GameStop. Like, they're not just going to go to your website and buy from you. They need to be like really convinced that you're legit, or convinced that you're dope. So you got to make content. Why is One Piece popping off so much? Rigo, that's a good question. The live Netflix show, I mean, I'm sure that contributed a little bit. Apparently it's just a good game, like, which I think people, I think people underestimate how good that is, because like TCG in my little world, it's very like, oh, online store, but it's still very much a face-to-face, community-driven experience. And so apparently One Piece just got the formula right, because a ton of people, even here locally, go to the mall. There's a TCG store on the mall. There's one in Benson. They go there all the time and they play their little hearts out. So it's fun. That's a lot of it. The live action mixed with the incredible success of the anime definitely contributes. I don't see it lasting. I'm not trying to be like a hater. I sell the stuff. I mean, I sell it. I hope it lasts. But this whole like $400 for a booster box thing, I'm skeptical personally that that's going to be like a long-term play. But hey, I could be wrong, you know. I don't think it's going to go like One Piece or a MetaZoo vibes, but I don't know. White Shorts is kind of down right now. I see it kind of ending up in the White Shorts category, which is fine. You don't need to make $1 billion on everything. Holy shit, I'm way behind. How many people are here? Not very many. Way off on chat. A guy who cooks. Any tips for a new seller on Whatnot? Yeah, Whatnot's tricky because there's already a gajillion sellers on Whatnots, and they're already pretty well established. Like, Whatnot will not help you get to the front page. Like, you're gonna be, it's like Twitch. You're gonna be at the bottom of the barrel, and Whatnot will not, like, Whatnot has no incentive to boost you, because, like, they make money off sellers that are selling, and as sad as it is, Whatnot algorithm's not going to help you out. They definitely play favorites. I've got some insiders who really know how it works. Trust me, they play favorites. So you're really going to need, in my opinion, as someone that doesn't sell on Whatnot, I sold on Twitch, and Twitch was similar in that if you're new, you're going to be the bottom. In my opinion, what you do on Whatnot isn't that important when you're brand new, because no one will see you anyway. My pseudo-ethical tip would be, if you're there, and maybe you have a few people in the chat but they're not doing anything, just get your friends or family to buy stuff from you so that sales start coming in. Thank them, pretend that they're strangers, and then maybe you can get the ball rolling. Otherwise, like I said, Whatnot's not going to help you out algorithmically. So I think the best way to do it is like the OnlyFans model. If you have an OnlyFans account, I do not, but those people, they don't. OnlyFans doesn't have a central website. They don't have like a home page where they recommend you things. Like the models on OnlyFans, they're essentially entrepreneurs. Like they have to get you to their OnlyFans to subscribe, or to buy, or to rip, whatever you want to say. So they have Instagram accounts. They have accounts on certain websites. You know, like they do their own marketing and bring people in. So you need to build a community on Discord, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and be like, yo, community, I have a Whatnot account. Oh no, I'm selling something. I'm trying to get rich. I'm evil. But hey, your first purchase, since you're such a great community member, since you've been hanging out with us on YouTube for the past month, you get a free pack when you buy something. And then you bring your audience there. You're probably not going to gain an audience from Whatnot. You're probably going to have to bring an audience to Whatnot. That's my opinion. Let me know any experienced sellers out there if you agree with that. So I'm kind of talking out my ass. Should I buy singles raw or graded? I would buy I think grading cards is probably a good practice experience. I mean, depending on how much money you have laying around, I think it's better to learn how to grade than to just buy graded cards if you're going to do it in scale. If you're only going to buy a couple of your favorite Pokemon, just buy them graded. But if you want to do this for a business, you're going to want to learn. And just send off some, like, don't think about it too hard. Just whatever you can afford, send some cards off, see what they come back at, learn from your mistakes. That's what I'd say. Grading's really cheap nowadays. Rahim Sorry, I'm horrible pronouncing it. If you were to start all over again, what would be your marketing strategy? It'd be very similar to what I did to build myself up. Not a lot's changed. It's a little harder to get eyes on you now, but I would basically just be plastering my face all over social media, just like I did before. It's funny because you think that with all these rich Poke influencers out there that have first edition fossil boxes and, you know, green wing Charizard boxes and all this nonsense, you think that like, oh man, I don't stand a chance, I'm not rich, I can't buy that. But have you noticed that now that the pandemic's long in the past, have you noticed that no one gives a shit? No one cares about these first edition boxes? You can pull a first edition base set Charizard on your Instagram live. You'll get maybe 100 likes. If you're lucky, you'll probably get like 17. That stuff doesn't impress people. People are done. Like, people have moved on. Logan Paul era is over. So, and that's a good thing because it's like, it kind of evens the playing field. You don't need a bunch of fancy cards and rich boy. You can do anything you want. Like, I again got viral by making videos with a stupid Grand Prix Charizard, which was $10 a card, basically. And that's all I did. I posted a bunch about it. I talked about its history, kind of how it came to be. I had trendy music in the background. It was like Blackpink, Rihanna, Drake, and I just, you know, threw them on the table, made it kind of bombacious. But I just did that every day. I put my face on TikTok 12 times a day. No, I'm not kidding. I talk about this in my business playlist. I just saturated the market, and I was friendly to people. I just talked to them normal. See how this isn't rehearsed? My real videos aren't rehearsed either. Like, I script out the narrated ones, but when it's just face to camera, no one wants to hear fake. Fake is over. Fake was 2014. Like, freaking talk. That's what I do. I would just talk to the camera, build an audience, and then start selling them stuff. Jab, 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 right hook, or left hook. Jab, 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 something hook. It's by Gary Vaynerchuk. You can probably listen to it for free on YouTube. Basically, give, and then ask. How to get money out of your community without looking like a douche. Inspired me to try to start my own business. Foil Frenzy inspired me to start my own business. CCG players know where all my sales have happened. Congrats, that's awesome, thank you. Kale, brownies. Oh, Super Ken, no way. What's up? Good to see you. Super Ken's an OG. I'll be right back. I get 3 Nagaba packs. Evie, honey, are you sad? What's up? You want me to throw that? 3 Nagaba packs for Mario. Thank you, Mario. 3 Nagabas and 3 shiny treasures. Nice. Should I buy $250 worth of Lance's Charizard Vs? I mean, like, no, probably not, but in a silly, I mean, you could, have you guys watched the guy on TikTok? His whole spiel is he collects Titanic VHS tapes. It sounds like I'm making this up, but like, that's his whole channel. He collects Titanic on VHS. That's lamer than Lance's Charizard. Like, seriously, look, if you guys are interested in marketing, look that channel up. He's not trying to market himself. I don't think he's even selling anything. But the following this man has, not from owning anything cool, a copy of Titanic on VHS is probably worth like $10. He doesn't own anything cool. He's just so damn passionate about it, and he has such an excess of it. There's something to be learned from that guy. Like, if you can channel that level of passion that this man has for Titanic on VHS, you could grow a following with $250 worth of Lance's Charizard Vs. Like, it sounds so silly, but it's true. Highly recommend looking him up. Again, he's not a business guy. Business is not his intention. It's just an interesting case study. Poke Team, Carter and Ryan, what's up? Just put in 2 orders today. Super stoked. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Business is booming. Thank you. Would you sell Lorcana? A guy who cooks. I'm not like against selling Lorcana. I personally don't see the. I've talked about it. I don't see it going to the moon by any means. It's already crashed and burned, which honestly I'm kind of glad, because I feel a lot more comfortable selling something that's like even Steven. I don't want to sell something that people think they can get rich quick on. My distributor Southern Hobby does not carry Lorcana, or they don't allow online stores to buy Lorcana, I should say. But my new distributor, Peach State, it seems like they do. They sent me an email about it a couple days ago. So I will probably look into it, because there has been a lot of demand. It's not something I want to focus on, but I'm not against it if I can actually get it. Last I checked, it was only for brick and mortar though, so probably why they're so hard to find. Harley, how can I find places to source my products from? Harley, I have at least 2 or 3 videos discussing how to source inventory from official distributors and from, you know, you hunting on your own. So definitely check out the business playlist and watch those. Little box. But to answer your question here, we obviously have a big fancy distributor now, but for the first year in business, we just did it all on our own. We focused on Japanese and Korean products, because what's good about those is everyone's on the same playing field. Like, Japanese distributors do not work with Americans. Korean distributors do not work with Americans. So every single American-based company, like mine and my competitors, they all get their product from just people on Instagram from Japan. Like, everyone's on the same playing field. Money talks. I'm gonna get better pricing than you if I'm spending $50,000 on shiny treasures and you're buying 10 boxes. But everyone's on the same playing field. So we found all our Japanese and Korean folks on Instagram just by DMing people that had Japanese and Korean products available in their profile. Pretty simple. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It's one of those things. But we didn't do anything fancy. Yeah, Brokemon for Pokemon. That's what I've heard about Lorcana. Facts. You're welcome. Guy who cooks. Do you have any recommendations on how to track sales versus inventory in a fluctuation market on cost of product? Recommend how to track sales on Sharkbite Studios. That's a good question. So with me, let me grab a pack real quick of treasures. You're right back. You just got one pack. Yeah, 1 pack and 1 box. Oh shit, no, he got shiny. Might be, hold on. Tricky Devil got a Shiny Star V pack and a Shiny Treasures box. Michael trying to trip me up here. Yeah, as far as tracking inventory and kind of the volatility of the market, it's a good question. I personally, I'm a really old school dude. Like, I straight just have Excel. And I just check the market literally daily. Like, that's some psycho behavior. There's nothing fancy. There's no plugins or API or anything I use personally. I'm just hyper aware of the market. And for the most part, this stuff doesn't change that much. It's the newest stuff that changes. Ancient and Future, Paradox Rift, Shiny Treasures, even like EV Heroes, Korean and 151 stuff, that goes up and down. I don't have a fancy way of doing it, so I'm not going to pretend I do. There's a lot of, like, if you type in, like, you know, trading card tracking app, I think there's a few of them. I don't want to shout any out, but I don't know. I wish I was more fancy. I don't think it's necessary if you're obsessive like me. Excel and Google, baby. Dabbled in streaming, whatnot is kind of trash. TikTok treated me better. Yeah, I've heard bad things about whatnot personally. I don't have any like personal experience with it, but I don't like it. I like Twitch. I like being my own free agent. Twitch, you can do your own thing, your own rules. It's I mean, yeah, you can't like you can't do anything, but Twitch, it's a streaming platform. It's not a purchasing platform. Whatnot, they process all the purchases for you. On Twitch, for example, or Kick, you basically can make your own store, and go, hey guys, go to my store, buy something, come back to the stream, we'll open it. And you control all the payment processing, all the customer acquisition information. So I don't like TikTok or whatnot. If I was streaming, well, when I did stream, I did all of it on Twitch. Free agent. Jim in 25, wife. Sure. The wife is on the chat. PokeNE wife is killing it. Cards by Bode. Hang on a minute. I got one V-Star Universe box. Trying to multitask. Not working. Okay. V-Star Universe and 3 Training Treasures. Yeah, personal collection. Not a huge one. I had a bunch and I sold them all to buy a car in college or high school. That was stupid, wasn't it? But I ended up buying back a lot of stuff I sold like an idiot back in the high school college days. So, you know, a lot of WotC stuff. Nothing too fancy. I've got some bangers. I got some like PSA 10, the Pikachu ponchos, just because I thought they were cute. I bought those at a stupid time. I'm not a good investor. I bought those kind of at the worst time. Buy high, sell low, am I right? But I don't really care because like I never intend to sell them, so it's kind of, I mean, yeah, I could have got them for cheaper, but like it's not a big deal. My favorite card, people always ask me what your favorite card is. It's we talked about it actually. It's the stupid $20 Japanese Grand Prix Charizard card from like 2021. It's the first thing we sold here. First card we sold was that stupid Japanese Grand Prix Charizard. I think a PSA 10 of it's worth like $40, if that. But it's what built me, so of course that's my favorite card. You know, every card has a different vibe to people. What else? RB, unrelated, what are the downsides of living in your states? I mean, you could argue that it's boring. I love Nebraska. It's not this, we're not like in a freaking cornfield, like we have a big city and big buildings, and we have stuff here. It's not that boring. It's like a very normal place. There's really no downsides that I can think of as far as business goes. Our taxes are relatively fair. Homes are incredibly cheap. Like, we have a... Keep in mind, the business is the basement's unfinished, but it's 3,000 square feet. It's like 1,600 up, 1,400 down. 3-bed, 2-bath, in a nice area of town. We built it brand new for $360,000. That was last year. So interest rates have spiked a bit since then, but it's very cheap. The old house we lived in was 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,500 square feet. We bought it for $210K 3 years ago, and we sold it for $300K last year. And I mean, compared to the horror stories I hear about you people out there, I know that real estate here is very affordable. So I don't know. I love it personally. I don't see any downside. Move to Nebraska. Mr. Sager. Hey, hope everyone's having a good night. You too. Really hoping to get the card selling stuff going. Hate working for other people. Love cards. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, just keep watching the content, and I'm sure you'll pick up something at least that'll be helpful. I never had anybody to teach me any of this stuff. There's a lot of like Pokemon investment channels on YouTube that I've always watched, but Pokemon business videos, it's never really been a thing. Me and a few other people in the past year kind of started this part of YouTube. I know like Catch 'em All Collectibles, he's been doing it for a hot minute. There's channels that have like physical game stores, and they've been fun for me to watch. Then like Alpha Investments, again, no one really went in depth. Like nobody really talked about the stuff I talk about in terms of like Pokemon cards specifically. So I didn't really have anybody. You guys have me, and you have a bunch of other channels now to learn from, so take advantage of that. You could probably grow pretty damn fast. Certainly a lot faster than I did. Yeah, Brokemon for Pokemon. That's the best name for real. We got Big Tone. How many product do you suggest having in order to start ripping ships? I would just start small. You know, if you sell out on a stream, great, no big deal. You maybe some opportunity cost was lost, but you don't want to be over leveraged because Pokemon releases so much stuff so quickly. If you have $2,000 in Paradox Rift and you're not selling it, well, boom, then Shiny Treasures comes out. You're like, oh, I need that, but I have this. Do not over leverage. It's better to like sell out than be stuck with product that is just, you're gonna have to flash sell it, fire sell it, or I don't know, take a loan. You don't want to do that. So start with $1,000 and just buy a couple boxes of the new hot sets. Don't go crazy. English stuff you can get for under distributor pricing from TCG Player. So there's no sense in buying a bunch of it. If you're brand new, you're not gonna have a lot of customers anyway. Buy 2 boxes. Just 2. Call it there. Build your audience and then build the product afterwards. You don't need to have a gajillion things. Like, people are buying because they like you. They're not buying because they like the product. If they liked the product, if the only reason they're buying is because they like the product, they'd go to freaking BestBuy.com. They like the experience. They don't care what you're opening. It's my opinion. James, ordered from you a few times. I must say, down shipping and packing, you do an amazing job. Hey, thank you, James. I appreciate your business. Shark Bite Studios, do you find it difficult balancing personal with the business life I enjoy to sell? I did for a long time, Shark. I was down here, well, in my old house. I was in my old house's basement for, sometimes I just slept down there. I'd work 18 to 20 hours a day, multiple days in a row. So I'd get 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day for several weeks. I mean, I lost 15 pounds. I'm not a big guy. I got some muscle now, but I'm not a big guy. And I lost 15 pounds doing this business. Because I didn't have time to eat. I didn't lift, I didn't eat, I didn't talk to people. It was awful. Don't do what I did. Now, because of what I did, and how unhealthy I became. I did build this business very quickly. I am never one of those like hustle porn people that are like, you gotta hustle all day and all night and blood and sweat. No, I think that's stupid. It objectively does build you a business quick, but at what cost? So yeah, the whole balancing work and life, it sucked. It took 2 years of like mental dedication to finally get like in a balance that's healthy. So I try to be done around 5 when my wife Andrea gets home and we have dinner and go to the gym. We're going to the gym pretty soon here, so I got to cut it off. But and then I end up working in the evening again. But I take days off now. Like some evenings, I'm like, yo, let's watch some White Lotus on HBO Max, And I see friends, twice a week. I see family twice a week. And sometimes I'm too busy to do that, but I just go, you know what, F it. Like, the customers will be okay if I ship this stuff out a couple hours late. It takes a lot of discipline, but it's hard. If you're struggling with that, don't feel too bad because I struggled with it harder, I promise. But fix yourself. How you like the new flooring? Oh my god, Flame Trainer Trays, the new flooring's amazing. Thank you for asking. I'm thrilled by it. It was from rubberflooringinc.com. They I guess do the flooring for a lot of local gyms around here. Like we have Westo Fitness and there's Planet Fitness and Anytime Fitness, and they all apparently use rubberflooringinc.com. So I bought some rubber floor puzzle pieces. They're so nice. They're 3/4 inches thick. I can stand in here without shoes and I'm comfortable. Made my whole damn day. Pokemon for Pokemon, throwing down some facts in the chat. Nothing better than packing my orders while watching someone else pack their orders. Underground gaming, I feel you. I love watching this kind of content. That's why I make it. That's another tip for you guys who are like, oh, what kind of content do I make? Just make the content you like watching. You'll be surprised at how uninteresting you are. You might be like, oh, I really like this quirky content where blah 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 blah, and it's like, yo, a lot of people like that quirky content. I'd always watch like study with me's, and it's just like there's some dude in like Japan, and he had like a window view over the city, and it was like always raining, and he was just studying. He was just like doing his Pomodoro, writing. And I watched that in the background while I worked, and I'm like, oh, I'm so unique. This is interesting. Well, there's like 2 million views on it. So I was like, well, damn. If I was in college, I would just put a damn camera in front of me, study, and have people watch me. I'm doing it right now. Look what I'm doing. I do this every day. I've done this every day for 3 years. And just recently I decided, I'm going to start filming myself. People like this crap. Like, content creation is not hard. You're probably overcomplicating it. I don't set this up. I mean, I have to set up my little station here, but this isn't like a set. This is just, look at it, it's not even clean. There's 2 water bottles over there. There's trash on the floor. Content's not hard as long as you're real with it. So, whatever you do, if you pack orders, if you do homework, if you play with your dog, whatever, just turn the camera on. Someone will like you. Everyone's at least a little bit likable. RB, where did you get the confidence to start your own business? Do you think it's still feasible in 10 years? The confidence, it was easy just because like me and my dad did eBay since I was like 13. So I was always kind of into hustling. I mean, I sold comics when I was 7 and lemonade, just like every other kid, but like it came natural to me. So the confidence comes from my parents, I guess. But I just like I was saying before, it's like you just kind of learn that like no one actually gives an F. Like if you have a messy basement, if you're drinking pop that has no sugar in it, no one cares. Turn on a freaking camera, someone will buy from you eventually. Like, I told somebody, a friend of mine in the business, he was real nervous about making content with his face in it. He's like, oh, I just clam up, and so I told him, like, here's a trick. You take a selfie video of, talk about I don't know, talk about the new Paldean Fates box. And I told him, try to make it as shitty as possible. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, try to make it horrible. Like, try your best to be awkward and weird and goofy. And, like, I'm like, and then midway through, sneeze on purpose. Like, just be awkward. And I'm like, if you can do that, then if you do it once, then you can easily pick up a camera at any time and just be a normal person. Like, because you'll find no one actually cares. It's so easy. Yeah, you want to build confidence, go live when you're just like, I don't know, getting ready for your day, or packing orders, or doing homework. A lot of you guys are in college. Like, go live while you're doing homework. Talk to the camera. It's easy. Appreciate you and your content. For the wannabe businessman, Pokemon tuber, Pokemon lover, lol. Hell yeah, Sharkbite Studios, I appreciate you. Thank you. Sapphire Glade Comics. What makes Shiny Treasure popular out here in the States? It's a high-class set, so it's like V-Star University, Max Climax, Shiny Star V, Ultra, Shiny. All the high-class sets are always popular. I mean, it's basically a greatest hits collection. All the coolest cards from different sets this year are in here, reprinted, but shiny, and everyone loves shiny Pokemon. Pokemon Go just made shiny Pokemon even more exciting in the past 5 years. It's affordable relatively. I mean, it'll go down in price to like $75 a box. It always does. And it's just, that's just fun. I don't know. Everything in it, you're guaranteed an EX card. It's just fun. People like it, and people don't like to wait. Like, Paldean Fates is the English version of this, but comes out in a whole month or two, so people can't wait. There's no patience in the world, so they want this. I don't know. I think it's nuts, though, how popular it's been. Darth Raider. I like the name. Just got 2 boxes. Hey, thank you for the order. I appreciate you. Were you in business when everyone was going crazy over Shining Fates? So Shining Fates, yes. Shiny Star V is what built us. I didn't have an English distributor when Shining Fates was out, the English version. So I didn't have access to it because I like only did Japanese. But yeah, we started in like the Shiny Star V, Shining Fates time. My first English set was Brilliant Stars. That's when I got in cahoots with Southern Hobby. But yeah, like 2020, it was a crazy time back then. Alright, it's been about 25 minutes-ish. I have to go to the gym and get a freaking swole or whatever, so I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, if there's any questions that come in, I'll answer them. Alexa, stop. Wake me up when September ends. Absolute banger. New Green Day album coming out, apparently. That's what I've been told. There was some new song on my New Music Friday list. I love Green Day. I think it'll be a good one. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, all 42 of you. I do have a new video out on YouTube. It's a channel trailer. It's nothing exciting. It's just kind of a summary of my like top 10-ish videos that I think you guys should check out if you're new. If you click on the channel, it'll like autoplay. It should autoplay. And there's a coupon code hidden at the end of that video, so go check it out. Expires in like 2 weeks. I always try to award y'all with little treats. So yeah, check the video out. It's on the homepage. And then I'm working on a video about how I was permanently banned from eBay. Really interesting story. I don't really sell it. I have 2 eBay accounts. I have one for international shipping now, and then one from my childhood, one from when I was like 13. And I got permanently banned from that for a really stupid reason. So I'll make a video on that. I've got another video on how we can learn marketing from the K-pop industry. Big K-pop fan, and their marketing is fascinating. So that's coming in the works. Got some cool stuff coming. So subscribe, watch the business playlist, and yeah. Thanks for being here, y'all. I'm gonna awkwardly walk over to the camera now and shut you down because I don't have the control over here. So you can watch the back of my packing station while I make my way over here. Let's see what we got. And peace.